Hey, it's almost like a fantasy, like a dream. And speaking of dreams, we gotta take this quick conversation down to Dream City real quick, and we got to talk about the city of Atlanta and what they have, or I should say, what they had going on coming up this Monday to catch everybody up. Basically, the NBA and the Atlanta Hawks were going to have a Magic City Monday, which I, to be honest with you, is just hilarious to me. If you know, you know. King of Diamond Sunday, Magic City
Magic
Monday.
City Monday.
Yeah,
Uh
if you know, you know.
I
And
was just referencing the song. That's all. I don't anything else.
if you know, you know. But anyway, so the NBA was talking about hosting Magic City Monday at the Atlanta Hawks Arena. That is until the NBA stepped in and said, "Nah, there'll be none of that." So with that, that's the kind of general backdrop. Let's take a look at what happened here.
The NBA canceling the Atlanta Hawks Magic City Monday.
The team announced Magic City Monday as a special themed night. And this is a look at that flyer. It was planned for next Monday night, March 16th. The Hawks describing the event as a collaboration to celebrate the city's iconic cultural institution. But it has drawn its share of controversy both here in Atlanta and beyond, since Magic City is a strip club.
To use Magic City to celebrate, and strippers weren't even going to be dancing during the this celebration game thing that they were doing, but officially the NBA just came in and they canceled the event indefinitely.
Oh, it's Magic City night. So they have Magic City merchandise. They got T.I. performing.
There was supposed to be music, food, merch,
at the
culture.
venue, at the arena.
At the arena, because
Yes.
what people may not realize is one of the owners of the Hawks, she was also one of the producers on the Magic City documentary. So it would make sense for her to want to do Magic City night.
Right.
And why wouldn't you want to celebrate a cultural institution like Magic City? When you think of brands in Atlanta, there's 5 that come to mind immediately for me: Coca-Cola, the Hawks, the Falcons, the Braves, and Magic City.
Jamie
Coca-Cola, the Braves, the Falcons, the Hawks, Magic City. It's a beautiful thing to see 2 corporations like Magic City and the Hawks coming together, for Magic City night.
But because so the San Antonio Spurs player Luke Cornett, his comments sparked the whole conversation.
What is he, Christian, gay? What is it?
He was just talking about the fact that it sends a bad message to the women of the NBA and that they should get rid of the event. And I just think the NBA as a business probably just doesn't want all the drama.
When you think of Dunk City, I don't think of just a strip club. It's a place to network.
Well, that's
it's a
the
place
problem.
that has great food. Their food is so good that they ship nationwide through Gold Belly.
But here's the issue. The issue when the NBA made their announcement of it not happening, what they said, a part of what they said was that they appreciate the team's perspective and their desire to move forward, but they're hearing significant concerns
That's
from
much backlash.
their league stakeholders,
Right.
including fans, partners, and employees. Stakeholders,
It's
you don't
difficult
want to mess
when
up your money.
It's difficult when you're not from Atlanta and you don't know the culture, right? Because all you see is strip club, gentlemen's club,
I
and you
don't
think
know.
it the worst. Like
That's
you said,
not what I think.
Because you've been there
When
before.
I think
People in
Magic
Atlanta's
City, I
been
just
there
think
before.
of a great black-owned business with great food.
I think of music, breaking music. I think of DJs. I
Networking,
think of networking. I think
community.
of food. And yes, there are dances there as well.
And she understands the cultural institution that Magic City
What we
is.
do.
The
Mhm.
NBA is connected to every gambling, organization there is right now. All of the different.
This is where you draw the
This
line.
where you draw the
Magic
line.
City
Like, what are you
is
talking
where you
about?
draw the line.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You a part of every gambling. You could gamble on
Like, what are we
everything.
talking
First
about?
shot, second shot, 3-pointers. But Magic
talking
City's
about?
bad. Something.
Come on.
So the NBA said, nah, you can't have no homage to the Gentlemen's Club at the NBA arena. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
They talked about the stakeholders, right? So I mean, it's kind of like they're going with what the money is saying. The money is saying, "Hey, we got a concern here, so what y'all gonna do?" Because we can pull out money, So when it comes to the culture and things of that nature, hey. I am not a frequent. I'm not a frequent goer or anything like that. I only heard about the whole tie-in. I was like, that's a way of Magic City piggybacking and making some money off of that. I don't know. I'm not holier than thou like a David saying, "Oh, shame same for them doing the Magic City Monday promoting the club, which I don't think they were doing, but it's one of those, nods. It's one of those, I think you did there, in my opinion. I don't think it's like celebrating the strip club itself. I don't, it's one of those, it seems like it's one of those, I don't like that team's name, so change it.
Yeah, and I feel like, it's crazy because the people who, like said, we're seeing significant backlash, you would think would be very well versed in the way that they advertised it. And it was not advertised as a Magic City promotion. It was just called Magic City Mondays. That had pre-sales for like clothing and merchandise, which I'll say was more Atlanta than it was Magic City. You know what I'm saying? It was more Georgia than it was Magic City. Like, the Georgia Peach was prominent on a lot of the merchandise, you know what I'm saying? Sweet logos. Like it had a very urban feel to it, but it was more Atlanta, more Georgia than it was Magic City. They were just calling it Magic City Monday. It rolls off the tongue. It's not like they was going to have chicks hitting the pole for the halftime show. Like what, let it happen one time. After you heard them say, hey, this is the route that we're going. We've already pre-sold this amount of merchandise. We done sold this amount of tickets. You can see the money is coming in off the promotion. Let it happen one time. If something takes place out of pocket, all right, cool. We'll never do this again. And, again, it's a Monday night. The NBA, we not even in the playoffs. Like, it's a topic of conversation right now. And then it's going to be out the window for the next thing that comes along. I think they could have ran this one time, just saw what happened and gone from there.
So I guess I'm still missing how this puts the WNBA in a bad light. I'm still missing. Did I hear that? I thought I heard.
I don't know what happened. You just got a whole bunch of feedback on your side there, bro.
Yeah, that went to the moon.
Yeah, that was we were squeaking and everything. It was crazy. While he's getting that together, I want to jump in on something you said, Kev. Let it go, and something bad happens, then okay, we'll see. I would make the argument, especially when you're dealing with this type of money and stakeholders and stuff like that. When something goes wrong, it's already too late. You know what I'm saying? We have to. If you're a stakeholder, business person is going to be trying to mitigate risk, and not so much the risk of that night, but the risk of down the road. Because the challenge with so one of the arguments that I've heard, and I tend to agree. One of the arguments that I heard was, are we promoting a strip club in Atlanta? Not necessarily. We're promoting Atlanta culture, but at what point do we say that it's a problem that Peps Up Hoes Down is part of the culture of the city? And again, if you have a team or an NBA franchise in a league that's supposed to be family friendly, in a league that, frankly speaking, has been bleeding out a lot of the families. They've been bleeding a lot of the viewership. They've been bleeding a lot of the fan support already. I think a lot of the stakeholders probably looked at that and said, well, let's not add promotion of a strip club, of a well-known strip club. It's a great strip. Listen, it is a great restaurant. It's got great food. It's got great ambiance. There's a lot of great people there. You see all kind of stuff. You can network. You see all kind of people. There's all kind of stuff going there. But also, we know Magic City is a strip club. Like, let's call it what it is. It is a strip club, right? You can dress it up with all that other fancy shit all you want, but it's a strip club. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, does the NBA want to be involved in the promotion of a gentleman's club in a building or in an arena or at an event that is supposed to be family friendly? And I, as a stakeholder, probably not. That's probably not the best risk. To your point about them not making the playoffs, viewership is already going down. The fan support is already dwindling. It's one thing to get a guy and his boy. It's another thing to get the guy, the wife, and his kids. You know what I'm saying? The NBA is already kind of experiencing that bleed. So I think they decided to play it safe since they're already in the middle of taking the L. That's my point.
No, I'm with you. I guess, so this is not me not understanding what you're saying. Wholeheartedly understanding. I guess I'm literally looking at Atlanta as a NBA city. Most of the people who are in Atlanta are transplants. Like, people come to Atlanta from all other walks to live. So like, Atlanta as a basketball team doesn't have a real true homegrown fan base. So y'all gotta do something. Y'all traded Trae Young.
But you're right,
trying to
you're
rebuild
right.
your friend. Like, y'all don't have nobody to put butts in seats. The person who put the butts in seats, y'all just sent to Washington.
That's the part of the GM. But do you want to have to rely on Magic City and T.I. to put butts in seats? Like, as an NBA franchise with a minimum of 41 home games, you want to, you know what I'm saying? You want that to be the thing that you rely on?
Mike, check 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah. That's better. Much better.
So let's just call it what it is. Somebody was reaching. Somebody wanted to throw it out there and see if it stuck to the wall, and it didn't. It backfired. We'll call it what it is. I mean, it was a good attempt. It was actually a great attempt, in my opinion, a great attempt to try to get a high. I think we did there, and it backfired. So and again, the money is gonna have the last say. That's the stakeholder.
Yeah. In the end, let us know what y'all think, man. Great comment right here. Chat, talk to us, man. Big shout out to the chat. Always. The chat is always live. The chat is always live, man. Y'all get it in there. So big shout out to the chat. Heard great things about that place. Don't think I'd eat from there though. Food and twerk with it. Hey man, this it's high quality twerk win.
We live.